For your chance to win a daily prize of £1,000, download the Raffler app today. There's a referral link in the description to the Google Play and App Store. Use that link and get an extra £100 bonus added to your daily prize. Also, over on g2a.com, use the promo code CHES to get a discount on your Xbox, PlayStation codes and games. Link in the description down below. Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again and welcome to episode number 29 of the Newcastle United Career Mode series here on FIFA 16. This is a season roundup for all of season number 1. If you missed the title finale yesterday, definitely check it out. And it was a rather nail-biting episode, at least at the beginning as well. So today we'll be having a look at how our players got on in the league this year, or in all competitions, and how they've grown and what goals and assists they got, etc. We'll also have a look at the other leagues around the country to see how, who will be joining in the Premier League and who's going to be being relegated out of the Premier League and who we won't get the chance to play against. And of course, all the other larger leagues around Europe, as we always do. We'll have a closer look at the other competitions we were involved in this year and, of course, the player stats for the Championship this year. See who got that golden boot, because Iosi Perez was in the hunting for it. But as you can see, and as you probably already aware to this point, we won the Championship this season by 6 points ahead of Aston Villa. 105 points was our total. Now, last time Newcastle were in the Championship and got promoted first time around in 2009-2010, they got 102 points. So we've bested Newcastle's highest ever points tally in a season. Unfortunately, Reading in, so I checked the thing, 2005 and 6 got 106 points. So it's not the highest total anyone's ever had in the Championship, but it's damn close to it. Leicester got 102 as well in the season that they won the Championship. Aston Villa will join us. Not sure as of yet who will be joining us from the playoffs. As I scroll through, it will show me who's come up. But getting relegated out of the Championship are Huddersfield, Burton Albion and Barnsley. So unfortunate news for them. As we push through, though, we'll have a look and see West Ham won the FA Cup. Congratulations to them, beating Arsenal by 2-1 in the final. The Capital One Cup was unfortunately won by West Bromwich Albion, as we saw earlier on in the season. We lost the final 1-0 against them, and Norwich will join us in the Premier League. So all three sides that I manually put into the Championship, Newcastle, Aston Villa and Norwich, have all gotten promoted, first time of asking. Be interesting to see who's come down from the Premier League. The Champions League was won by Chelsea by 3-1. Go on the boys. Sevilla getting to the final of the Champions League. Obviously they've won the Europa League 3 years in a row in real life. They're in the Champions League again in real life this year, but they got to the final in this series, but unfortunately for them, lost to Chelsea. And Schalke win the Europa League final with a 3-1 margin of victory against Villarreal. So another Spanish side made it to the Europa League final, but they weren't able to be victorious. The Euro 2016 tournament is ongoing. You can see here what's happening in the group stages so far. I won't dwell too long on it. I'll just scroll through so you can have a look for yourselves. Feel free to pause at any point. Unfortunately, there's only 6 groups, only 16 teams in Euro 2016. FIFA isn't realistic enough to actually have all of the relevant groups, because obviously there were 24 teams in the Euros from this year onwards. Ross McCormack won the Golden Boot with 25 goals. Our very own Iosi Perez got 21. Moussa Sissoko got 12, though, as you can see down there in 13th. We'll have a look and see if there are any other Newcastle players there in the top 25. There aren't. Iosi Perez got 10 assists as well. Very, very influential for us this season. Tovan got 8 assists, although he will be leaving us in the upcoming Premier League transfer window. Dwight Gale also got 6 assists. He wasn't as heavily involved in this series, or in this season, as I hoped he would be. But Tim Krul gets the Golden Glove, 21 clean sheets, 9 more than Kuzak or Lindegaard. And disciplinary-wise, we were pretty good. I don't tend to get many yellow or red cards, so I'm pretty well behaved. We'll have a look at the Premier League table as well, see what happened over there, because we're obviously intrigued to see who will be joining in the league next year. Chelsea won the Premier League as well, so a double for Chelsea. Middlesbrough, wow, could you have scripted it any more? Newcastle, Aston Villa and Norwich get promoted, and the 3 sides I put into the Premier League, Middlesbrough, Burnley and Hull, all get relegated. I didn't think that would happen. I really didn't think that would happen. So the Premier League next year will be as it was in real life last year. I didn't see that coming, I'll be honest, but Norwich finished 4th and they got promoted as well. Charlton Athletic and MK Dons will join the Championship hoardings, as well as Bolton, one of Bolton, Coventry, Millwall and Sheffield United. Relegated out of League 2 are Bristol Rovers, who I put into the division after being promoted last year. Port Vale, Gillingham and Rochdale. Northampton and Wimbledon stay up just. They were another two sides that obviously we manually changed around. Cambridge finished 8th, unfortunately, in League 2, just outside the playoff spots. But Portsmouth and Leyton Orient, as well as Doncaster, have been promoted into League 1 for next season. Then one of Notts County, Exeter, Blackpool or Luton will be back into League 1 for next season. And if it were realistic and there was the extra division, York and Morecambe would have been relegated out of League 2 into the conference. PSG win in France. FC Bayern München win in Germany. Roma win in Italy by a single point ahead of Juventus. And we'll have a quick look at Spain. PSV win in Holland. Benfica win in Russia, I almost said. Then Celtic win in Scotland. And Barcelona win La Liga by 2 points ahead of Atleti, 81 points. I keep getting mullered in the comment section for calling Atletico Atleti. It's just a quicker and easier way to say the name Atleti. It's like sometimes when you hear me call Chelsea, Chelsea. Don't read too much into it. I'm not purposefully getting the name wrong. It's just quicker and easier to say in the flow of commentary. So let's have a quick look at a squad report then, and we'll see how everybody got on this year. And you guys will have to let me know what you think I should do in the transfer window. Tim Krul's up 1. I think he's actually up more than 1 to 79. 26 clean sheets in 51 games, but no improvements in his individual stats. No improvements from Daryl Yanmat either, despite the fact he was very, very good for me at right back. Chancel Mbemba, no improvements from him either. Still only 21 though, so plenty of room for growth. 24 clean sheets in 44 games. George Okore is up 2, and all of his technical stats, other than his penalties, have gone up significantly. So I'm very, very pleased with that. He's going to be a phenomenal defender for us. Haidara is up 2. I didn't expect him to grow that well, to be honest, and he's had a very good season. 1 goal, 1 assist. That goal was very, very well taken as well, and the assist was a peach of a cross also. Dendonka, since we brought him in January, has gone up +1. 1 goal and 1 assist for him. That goal was also very, very crucial. Kovalenko is up 4. I have been training him, but he's up to 78 rated now. All of his physical stats are going up, though, as well, which is good. I obviously can't train those other than the stamina, but I haven't been training his stamina, so it's good to see that all of his stats are going up. He's going to be instrumental for us in the midfield next year, I believe. 3 goals and 2 assists for him. Musa, 18 goals for Musa Sissoko, 7 assists. What a season he had. Incredible. 81 rated, our highest rated player, arguably our best player, although Tovan had an extremely good season. 9 goals, 9 assists for him. He'll be needing to be replaced, as we mentioned. We should be able to get a decent fee for him next year, though, seeing as he's now 79 rated. Iosi Perez, up 5 to 78 rated. All of his stats are going up very, very well indeed. 23 goals and 10 assists in all comps. Wonderful. He's definitely going to be my starting striker next year also. Kerim Fry came in, got 4 assists and 1 goal as well, so I'm pleased with his introduction to the side. No growth yet, other than his aggression going up 1, but I'm sure he will continue to grow next season. I've been training the shit out of Rico Henry, and it seems that it's working. He's up 8 ratings to 72. Really pleased with his growth. Rolando Aarons, no goals, 3 assists in 30 appearances. Someone said in the comment section previously that they thought Kerim Fry wasn't contributing as much as Rolando Aarons. But clearly, as you can see, he's contributed more assists and a goal in half the appearances that Rolando Aarons put in. But still, Aarons is growing well, and I'm hoping that he will be very much a figure in the first team picture next season. Alexander Mitrovic, 8 goals from 25 games for him and 3 assists. Dwight Gale, 6 and 6 from 40 for him. A lot of those, though, were from the bench, it has to be pointed out. Jamal Lascelles is up 7 to 76 rated. He and George Okore is going to be my centre-back pairing next year, I think. I'm going to drop Mbemba to the bench. Henri Saive, 7 goals, 4 assists for him. I wasn't as impressed with Saive as perhaps I should have been in this season, although in the game against Barnsley, Saive was the saviour, so he definitely had some part to play. Jack Colback, 7 goals, 7 assists, although 4 and 2 came in pre-season. Not sure what to do with Jack Colback. He may be leaving us in the summer. Carl Darlow will definitely leave us. John Joe Shelby will also definitely leave us. I don't enjoy playing with him, regardless of the fact he's one of my highest rated players. Iorfa is unhappy. He wants to play more games, and I think he will play more games next year. He wants to leave, but I'm going to try and keep hold of him because he's growing really well. His defensive stats, tackling are already great. His physical stats are already incredible. So I'll just let him grow naturally. And even though his overall is quite low, he's very, very effective in that right back role. I might slightly improve his passing and his ball control, though, if possible. That'll be where I'll focus my attentions on him. And Babu grew very well despite not being played much, and he'll go out on loan next year, hopefully. Isaac Hayden did well enough after coming in. That was a transfer that we brought in as they made one in real life. Mats Sells also grew up one. His goalkeeping stats are growing as well, which is good. So I'm hoping that he can continue to grow and take over from Tim Krul as #1 goalkeeper. Although when I called on him last year, he was a little bit dodgy a couple of times. So we'll have to wait and see how he does in pre-season. Grant Hanley is also unhappy at the level of, or the amount of games that he's been playing. Not sure what to do with Grant Hanley. Really not sure. He wants to leave. I'd be tempted to let him leave and maybe bring in someone from the youth team, of which I'll show you after we've gone through this squad report. You guys will have to let me know in the comment section what you think. Matt Ritchie is in bad form. He started the season fantastically well. Then Tovan took over. And Matt Ritchie will probably be rotation player next year as well, as we'll look to bring in a marquee signing on the right-hand side of midfield. Vernon Anita was very good for me. Extremely pleased with him, even though he's only 73 rated and no growth. Great squad player. Johan Gouffran, I'll continue to try and get out of the club. And then Curtis Good was on loan, grew well. Same with Barleza, same with Adam Armstrong. Can't see how many goals he got in League One, though, unfortunately, but I think Coventry had a good season. Jamie Sterry did all right out on loan. Walsall grew up 1, Freddie Woodman grew up 2, and Stuart Finley grew up 4. But there's a few players in there, like we say, not sure what's going to happen with them next season. I'll show you my youth side right now. This is why I might sell Tim Krul, then make Sells my #1 goalkeeper and bring up Rafael Favili. He's currently 59 rated at 17 years of age, has potential of 83 to 94, and he's 6'3". So I think I'm going to constantly train him throughout Season 2. I'll sell Tim Krul and make Matt Sells my #1 goalkeeper. You guys will have to let me know what you think of that idea. We have a potential left back here, 18 years of age currently. I'll probably try and send him out on loan. Could do with some good loan experience. We already have, of course, Haidara and Rico Henry, but because his potential was supposedly could get pretty high, I called him up to the youth side. A winger here, 62 current rating, 78 to 86, so potential, and he's only 15, so he could do really well. 82 to 88, a potential winger as well here. 17-year-old Tom Fielding, might try and get him some loan experience. Tom Pennell, 85 to 94. He's definitely going to be a very good player. You'll have to let me know, do I concentrate training-wise on players I've already got in my first team, or shall I solely concentrate on these youth players and try and make them as best as I possibly can whilst we have them? Zane Edwards, also a potential CDM slash could probably play at centre-back too. 78 to 88 is his potential rating. 6 foot as well, which will be good. So you guys will have to let me know what you think of those youth prospects. But that is our Season 1. Champions in the Championship. And we'll be heading into the Barclays Premier League next season. We've got a lot of money still left over. So I'm going to offer contracts around. I'll hire better staff if I can. Better star rating staff if I can, and use that money wisely, and then we'll see what budget we get for next year, which should be pretty decent. So fingers crossed we can make that marquee signing on the right hand side of midfield to replace Tovan. We could use Tovan as make weight for that deal, or sell him on and use the money to go and buy someone else. But drop the video a like if you enjoyed, and if you've enjoyed this entire first season at Newcastle, subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any of the Barclays Premier League season, which will be starting tomorrow. So make sure you're around for that. When will you see this? Saturday probably. There was a My Player episode uploaded earlier on today. In fact, no, you'll probably see this Sunday, but there will still have been a My Player episode uploaded earlier on this afternoon, and I'll be streaming sub Sunday tonight over on Twitch. So follow the links in the description to my Twitter, to my Twitch, to all of my social media, etc., and to either of the sponsors, G2A or Raffler, if you want to pick up some codes or have a look at their app. But for now, that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching Season 1. Thank you for being part of this fantastic journey. 105 points. That's the best season I've ever had in any FIFA. Brilliant. Very happy with that. I'll see you next season.